How's your desire to be around other people affected by your menstrual cycle phase and your hormones? What does the science tell us about when we're going to feel the most competitive towards other women and when we're going to want to be around other people, specifically close people? So the authors of this paper find and discuss that changes in progesterone were positively associated with affiliation. Affiliation, we're going to change that word. Socialize, to connect, but basically this means that when progesterone is around, we want to affiliate, socialize, connect, feel close, supported. And this is particularly interesting because I don't know about you, but during my luteal phase, I feel particularly spiky, not too easy to be around. Biologically, this actually does make quite a lot of sense, this need to affiliate and feel close to others. When is progesterone high? In the luteal phase, we know this, and during pregnancy. So if we go to pregnancy, when progesterone levels are only increasing, during pregnancy, women are incredibly vulnerable. You've got reduced mobility and motility, because you got a massive bump there, increased internal energetic demands, increased vulnerability to illness and infections due to immunological changes necessary for fetal development, and of course closer to birth, where risk of complications coupled with the human baby's size and the positioning in the birth canal makes giving birth without assistance pretty dangerous. So it sounds like a good time for some support. As we know, a few days after ovulation, when progesterone starts to climb, the body still isn't sure whether it's actually pregnant or not yet. Progesterone still climbs. This is why in the luteal phase, when progesterone is high, we still have all of these effects, this need to affiliate and feel close, and why this natural adaptation due to progesterone exists. Here, some other papers have concluded that higher progesterone levels are associated with heightened attention to social stimuli, greater accuracy in identifying negative emotions, and increased self-presentation concerns. They also demonstrate increased social monitoring, such that they become especially sensitive to emotional displays that signal threat. We've also seen in some other studies, compared to the follicular phases, specifically in the luteal phase, where progesterone is high, that women behave more cooperatively towards strangers in an economic game. That was a specific study looking at economics and how women perform around economics in different phases. But women in their luteal phase are also more likely to donate money to charity and prefer spending money on gifts for others rather than themselves. Basically, what we can see here is the nature of these hormones is basically sussing out who would be likely to provide close social support if and during pregnancy. And this is not for like strangers or general affiliation, connection, socializing, and feeling of support. It's specifically related to close friends, close family, and people that would actually be supportive. In contrast, this study looked at whether fluctuations of estradiol, which is a form of estrogen that's easily tested with saliva, which is what they used to test hormones in this study, affected this desire to affiliate. What they found was, pre-ovulation, when we know estrogen is at its absolute peak, women are more likely to view other women as competitors rather than sources of social support. This also does make sense, being the fertile window, and any other woman is a competition. So if you do find yourself a bit more competitive, especially towards other women, around this mini little phase, this fits with the facts hormonally too. So in your luteal phase, I know it's incredibly confusing in the brain because everything is annoying and everyone is annoying, but you also have this like innate, deep desire to connect and feel loved and supported and held. This is something that I'm really working on, is to try and be less spiky in this phase. Take some deep breaths, allow others to support you and hold you, because that's ultimately what we are actually needing and sourcing in this phase. And this will come in very handy during pregnancy too.